Of course, those weren't the good guys. They weren't pretty enough. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh my gosh, his screensaver is him. Hello fellow anime geeks and welcome to another first impression video in this 2020 fall season. I'm trying all of the anime series premieres that I can in the hopes of giving you guys a bit more information on this ongoing season, but also because I want to try all of the things. As usual, I'll be organizing my first impressions by answering these 4 questions, so let's hop to it. Today, I'm taking a look at another Crunchyroll webtoon partnership original called Noblesse. Its mal tags are action, school, supernatural, and vampire. And I don't quite know what it is that I watched, but I know I can agree with all of those tags. I know that at the beginning of the episode, there was this really cool, gritty, blood splatter action sequence, and I was like, cool, a gory vampire thing like Blood Plus. But something about the opening felt kind of off, and I couldn't quite place my finger on what that was. And then cut to a high school in Japan where all of the girls are going crazy over this new security guard who's drawn like fan service, and then there's this very obviously the vampire, like, look at me, I'm right here, I'm gorgeous protagonist. It just gave me Vampire Night vibes, and that's not a good thing, you guys. I don't remember how many years ago I watched that thing, but all I remember is melodramatic shoujo plot lines about vampires in high school. Although, to be fair, it did come out the same year as this. And then there's this guy who I guess is his vampire servant, and all of the interactions there feel like they were just written by an over-imaginative fanfiction writer for Black Butler. But then to add to the confusion, when some thugs waltz into campus, don't ask, I don't know, then this fight that ensues is super epically animated. Like, all of the punches are really hard and like zoomed into, and I'm just like, yeah, action! And then that sequence ends on this close-up of fanservice security guy when he does this like really cheesy one-liner. Noblesse, what are you? Gory supernatural action thriller? High school slice of life comedy? Fujoshi fan service human drama? But I'm even more confused about the plot, and not in a wow, this is so intriguing, they must be holding back significant portions of this guy's life story for key revelations in the plotline sort of way. No, in the I'm legitimately confused, did I pick up a sequel accidentally because clearly I missed something sort of way. They mention this incident where students were hurt, and it's the cause of the premise for everything that's being set up narratively in this first episode. So I was patiently waiting for the explanation. Turns out there's this one episode ONA prequel to this released back in 2016. Am I supposed to watch that to understand what's going on? Because I didn't even get a flashback. Okay, let's dissect this. So there's a vampire and he's recently woken up. I don't know how recently that is. He founded a high school. He's still acting as the director for the school, but he's also pretending to go to school as a student. And he's idolized by all of the female population, of course, but he also has an interesting group of guy friends, and one of them could easily pass for the protagonist in an action manga. There's this organization that seems tied to a different set of vampires. They're performing experiments on humans, killing civilians abroad, you know, clearly the bad guys. One of their failed experiments ends up at our school, and again, I don't know anything about the incident that set up all of these circumstances, but he ends up joining with our good vampire, and the evil organization that's called Union ends up coming to Japan to investigate. And of course, we have to stop and have a moment where Fujoshi ship manservant welcomes hip hugger trouser fan service to this household so that you can be like, no, don't cheat on I'm a beautiful vampire with a cell phone. Look, I get the gist. Vampire high school secret organization. In terms of originality, I guess you could say that these like super awesome action shots combined with these fan service shots, the mixture of them together is an original thing. I mean, the only thing that this reminds me of is Black Butler. So, is it worthwhile? Well, if you are a fan of each of these disparate things and you want to see them in the same show and add a supernatural storyline, then you might like Noblesse. Otherwise, if you don't want to be confused, then you might pass on this one. And on that note, I'll catch you in the next video.
What's this? What's this?
What the heck is this? What is this? What is this? What is this?